Hello students, a very good morning to you. Today we will continue our chapter 8 of class 11, that is cell, the unit of life. In our last class we have I give you the introduction of a cell. Today we will study about the prokaryotic cells. So students, as you know, the prokaryotic cell, what is the meaning of prokaryotic cell? Pro means first and karyon means nucleus. They are the organisms who have initially nucleus or first nucleus, but they lacks a nuclear membrane. That's why they are considered as prokaryotes. Means the prokaryotic organisms lacks nuclear membrane. Means they have nucleus but they lacks the membrane. Which organisms are placed in prokaryotes? The organisms like bacteria, then your mycoplasma, then PPLO. These are the organisms who are placed under prokaryotes. As we know, bacteria is of different types, means measure its 4 types depending on their size. What are they? They are Spirilla, Vibrio, then Coccus and Bacilli. Here the spiral shaped bacteria is called Spirilla, the comma shaped bacteria is called Vibrio, the circular shaped bacteria is called Cocci or Coccus is the singular, then rod shaped structure is called Bacilli. These are the organisms who are placed under prokaryotic organism. Then mycoplasma. Mycoplasma is the smallest cell ever discovered. Means its cell is so small it can't be seen through a highly magnifying microscope, but it is so small, still it acts as a pathogen for many plants and animals. And its ranges also vary, I have told in my last class. Next is PPLO, that is called Pleuropneumonia like organisms. Pleuropneumonia like organisms. They are also a very small sized structure. Clear? And they rapid more fast. So the structure of mycoplasma is like this. The structure of pleuropneumonia is like this. They are different structures. Here the Spirilla is look like this. Then Vibrio, as I have told you, they are comma shaped. Their structure is like this. Next is Coccus. They are circular in shape. Cocci, which is called Cocci. Then Bacilli is your rod shaped like this. So these structures means these organisms lacks nuclear membrane. That's why they all placed under prokaryotes. Clear, students? So some prokaryotic bacteria have an extra stretch of DNA. Extra stretch of DNA, which is circular in shape. Extra stretch of DNA which is circular in shape. They are called as plasmid. They are called as plasmid. The plasmid is always used in the study of biotechnology, which you will study in class 12 biotechnology, because of their replicating capacity. Means they are called as autonomously replicating. Plasmids are known as autonomously replicating extra chromosomal circular DNA. Means the prokaryotic organisms, some bacteria possess extra stretch of chromosome or DNA which contains DNA. They are used for studying biotechnology as they have some characters to resist antibiotic. Means they are used to prepare antibiotic resistance gene. Antibiotic resistance gene. They are also have specific features for sex. Means the sex characters can be changed by using this DNA. So here plasmid is used, or plasmid is called as the extra chromosomal or autonomously replicating extra chromosomal circular DNA. Clear, students? Sometimes what happen, as we know, the prokaryotic cell have also different layers. If this is a prokaryotic cell, then it has three layers. The outer layer, then the middle layer, and then the inner layer. Okay? The outer layer, then the middle layer, and the inner layer. Here is the exception, that mesosome is the presence of character. Mesosome. Look, mesosome is the character which is found only in prokaryotes, that is not present in eukaryotes. It is only present in prokaryotes. Only present in prokaryotes, and it is absent in eukaryotes. So we will study different characters about mesosome, but before it, we first know about the different layers of the prokaryotic cell. So first layer is called glycocalyx. The outer layer is called glycocalyx. Clear, students? The outer layer is called glycocalyx. Again the glycocalyx has two layers, in which one is smoothly arranged, which is called slime layer or slime sheath, in which loose arrangement is seen. And another is called capsule, which is tough. Means the arrangement is tough, means they are so strong, and their function is to protect the bacterial cell. Protect the bacterial cell from collapsing and bursting. Means here, students, the prokaryotic cell have three different layers. The outer layer, which is called glycocalyx, then the middle layer, and then the inner layer. The outer layer glycocalyx also have two layers. One is called slime layer and one is called capsule. Slime layer they are arranged in a very loose arrangement. That's why they are smooth. But the next layer, which forms the capsule, that is, the arrangement is tough, and the main function is to provide mechanical support, means it prevents the bacterial cell from collapsing and bursting. So they are the layers, how they help in the protecting the bacterial cell. Again is on the basis of receiving or showing the stains. Again the bacteria is divided into two types. One is gram positive and another is gram negative. Gram positive means Gram is a scientist who first tried by taking some stains and put the bacteria in that stain. Those bacteria who saw the stain, means which is called dhaba, dark color. Those who saw color, they are referred to as gram positive, and those who don't have express the color, they are called as gram negative. So on this basis also bacteria are divided into two types. One is gram positive and another is gram negative. Clear, students? So next layer, which I have told you, the inner layer is also called the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is also called the selectively permeable membrane, which we can say as cell membrane. First cell wall, then cell membrane. Between cell wall and cell membrane, mesosome is found, and the main function of plasma membrane, which selectively permits the substances to enter into the cells. That's why the plasma membrane can be said as selectively permeable membrane. Selectively permeable membrane means those substances are go into the cell which is required by the bacteria. Otherwise, it will not allow the substances to enter into the cell. Clear, students? So here I have told you different layers and their function. Next, the mesosome, which I have discussed initially. Let's understand mesosome. Mesosome is the structure which is arise from the plasma membrane and its extension are up to. These are the cytoplasm. This is the nucleus. they have the extensions like this. They have the extensions towards the cytoplasm, and the extensions form vesicles and tubules. Clear, students? Vesicles, tubules, and lamella. So you can write vesicles, tubules, and lamella are formed from mesosome, which is the characteristic feature of all prokaryotic animals. So their function is of different types. Mesosome produce vesicles, tubules, lamella. Their function is also of different types. Their main function is secretion, packaging, storing, respiration, producing daughter cells, and etc. Means they help in the cell formation, DNA replication, distribution of daughter cells, as well as some of them also helps in the respiration and packaging. You can write that vesicle, tubule, and lamella's function. What is their function? Their function is help in cell formation. First function is cell formation. Second function is DNA replication. Third function is distribution of daughter cells. Distribution of daughter cells. Okay, students. Next, they also help in respiration and secretion process. Respiration and secretion. What type of secretion? Secretion means here we can say secretion of enzymes and other factors. So students, mesosome is the differentiating character between the prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Again, I am telling you, mesosome is not found in eukaryotic cell. This is only found in prokaryotic cell, and they are the extensions that arise from the plasma membrane towards the cytoplasm, and they form tubules, vesicles, and lamella, and their function is also different. They help in cell formation, DNA replication, daughter cell, distribution, respiration, and secretion. And the most important term is packaging. As I have told you, vesicles and tubules main function is to secrete and package. So students, next we will study about that how some of them are possess chromatophores. As we know about the blue-green algae, which is come under bacteria, that is called bacteria, or we can say as cyanobacteria, that contain the chemical pigment that is called cyanophycin, due to which it looks different in color. Means it may be brown in color, it may be purple in color, etc., etc. So let's understand the character of some more characters of bacteria. We can see some bacteria may move and some can't. That's why some are motile and some are non-motile. Those bacteria who are motile, either they have flagella or cilia. Flagella or cilia. So the flagella and cilia help the bacteria in locomotion or movement. Flagella or cilia help in the locomotion and movement. A flagella has three parts: filament, hook, and basal body. Filament, then hook, and basal body. Filament is the longest structure in the flagella. If you see, then you can, the flagella is look like this. These are flagella. Flagella which help in locomotion. So the flagella is different type, means three types. The longest part is called filament, then this part is called hook, and this part is called basal body. So it is divided into three parts: hook, filament, and basal body. Clear, students? Next is, instead of flagella and cilia, in non-motile bacteria, pili and fimbriae are present. In motile bacteria, flagella and cilia present. In non-motile bacteria, pili and fimbriae present, whose main function is to hold the bacterial cell body in streams or in water bodies. So they are bristle-like structure. The fimbriae is bristle-like structure. Bristle means the brush you use to brush your teeth, the hairs, the bristles of the brush. Their structure is like this, and they attached with the substratum. They are attached with the substratum, like on a rock or any other thing, to protect or to save them from the high flow of water. So their main structure is to support or to attach the bacteria with the running streams with the rock. Next topic is our ribosome and inclusion bodies. Students, you can see here, ribosome is called as the cellular factory for protein synthesis. Ribosome is called as the cellular factory for protein synthesis. Means without ribosome protein synthesis can't be occur, and there is so many work of protein. So here you can see the ribosome in case of prokaryotes, that is called 70S. S means Schwarzberg unit. Schwarzberg is the scientist who first time discovered, that's why S is the unit, 70S. So how 70S formed? 50S plus 30S is equal to 70S. Students, don't get confused here and don't think ma'am is doing wrong sums. 50 plus 30 is equal to 80. This is 70. Clear? In biology, according to the formation of or combination of ribosomes, this is called 70S. So when the ribosomes are present separately, they are as 50S and 30S. But when they are combined, they combiningly form 70S. So you can see, if one mark question come, that what is the unit of a prokaryotic bacteria? Ribosomal unit of prokaryotic bacteria is 70S, and this is formed by 50S and 30S. Clear? Okay. So next is your how the function of protein. You know about mRNA. You will know about this in class 12. mRNA is the site where protein synthesis occurs. So for synthesis of protein from mRNA, this is called as translation. This process occurs in the ribosome. This process occurs in the ribosome. Means conversion of mRNA into protein is called translation. And this process takes place on ribosome, as it is the site for protein synthesis, because for synthesizing the protein, its ribosome provides protein to the mRNA, which is further converted this into pure protein, which is next needed by the organisms for doing their different activities. Is that clear, students? So the ribosome which form mRNA is called polysome. Or we can say as polyribosome. Polysome or polyribosome, which take part in the process of translation. Translation is the process of conversion of RNA into protein. It's called translation in biology. Clear? Next, let's move to inclusion bodies. Inclusion bodies are present inside the cell. They are also like granular in structure. You can write. So inclusion bodies are granular in structure. Inclusion bodies, they are granular in structure. Granular means like granules, like your sugar, salt, etc., etc. Clear? So these granular structures are freely move in the cytoplasm. They are freely present in the cytoplasm. Freely present in the cytoplasm. And what is their function? Their function is to store the reserve food material. Reserve food material is stored. So what are the reserve food materials? They may be phosphate granules. Then Other granules also we can say glycogen granules, gas vacuoles, etc. etc. Glycogen granules, gas vacuoles. Here you can understand there is some exception. The gas vacuole. You can see here the gas vacuole. The gas vacuoles are found only in blue, purple and green photosynthetic bacteria. Green, purple, brown photosynthetic bacteria. They are not found. Gas vacuoles are not found in all bacteria. So students, this is all about your prokaryotic organism.